corrected headline आता है वो
So, very good morning to all of us Sports Today family members and a very happy 74th Republic Day. It is indeed a big day when it comes to our country, India, but there has been a lot of action outside in the world of sports as well. From cricket to football to badminton and also a little bit of tennis controversy in the Australian Open. We have you all covered in this major morning wrap that I'm going to present to you. So, without further ado, let us get to the first major event that has happened overnight in the world of cricket. The Women's Premier League. Officially, we had 5 bidders and we have the first official name in the Women's Premier League, and that is the Gujarat Giants. Yes, Gujarat Giants are the first team that have announced their official name in the Women's Premier League that will begin from March. So it is a big honor indeed. And remember, they got the highest bid among all in the Women's Premier League. Remember, a total of 5 teams are participating in this first edition of the Women's Premier League, and Gujarat Giants have announced their official team name. So that is a big update when it comes to the Women's Premier League. Yesterday, record-breaking numbers, the bids were sold, and now March 4th to March 26th, those are the purported dates of the Women's Premier League. And it is a big step for women's cricket in India, and one that transforms the entire landscape of the country. So, hello Gujarat Giants to the Women's Premier League. So that is the first major update that we have for you today. But even in cricket, there have been several awards that have been given, starting with the ICC awards. Suryakumar Yadav has been awarded the ICC Men's T20I Player of the Year. Remember, Suryakumar Yadav had an outstanding 2022, 1,164 runs, 950s, 200s, hundreds against England and New Zealand, and on top of that, he had a strike rate of 187, which was the best ever that has ever been by an Indian. The first Indian to go past 1,000 calendar runs in T20I. So Suryakumar Yadav is your new ICC Men's T20I Player of the Year. For the women's side, it was Thalia McGrath of Australia. And even in the emerging players, we saw Renuka Singh win the ICC Emerging Player of the Year in T20Is. Remember, Renuka Singh has been one of India's prime spearheads when it comes to 2022. She had an outstanding Commonwealth Games. Her swing bowling ensured that Australia were on the ropes in one of the first games that was played at the Commonwealth Games. But then this 2022 year has seen Suryakumar Yadav and Renuka Singh push the boundaries in their respective fields, be it the men's T20 and the women's T20I. Suryakumar Yadav and Renuka Singh, worthy winners indeed. Now, on the occasion of Republic Day, you have seen one more major award, and Gurcharan Singh has achieved something very noteworthy in his impressive career. So, if you have to look at it, the Padma Shri award is one of the most important awards that is given. And Gurcharan Singh became one of the very few cricketing coaches to have gotten the Padma Shri award. Remember, in the early part of the 90s, Gurcharan Singh had also gotten the Dronacharya award, which made him one of the few coaches. He was in fact the second coach after Deshprem Azad to win the Dronacharya award as a cricket coach. Very impressive cricket coach when you look at it from the Delhi circle. Apparently 12 international stars he has mentored. So it's a big honor that we have for Gurcharan Singh ahead of this Republic Day function. Padma Shri award now for him. A big honor indeed. So from cricket now, let us shift our attention to the world of football. And football saw some action-packed matches with Manchester United winning 3-0 in their first leg of the tournament, and also Barcelona winning 1-0 in the Copa del Rey encounter. So Barcelona and Manchester United are making the right noises, and they are still in contention for some titles. Remember, Manchester United may very well be out of the Premier League race because Arsenal are so dominant. But at this point in time, it is very important to see that Barcelona are putting in a dominant performance. So in the world of football, you've seen Barcelona and Manchester United register some very convincing wins. Now, from football, let us move to tennis. And tennis, we are on the cusp of something very, very historic here when it comes to the mixed doubles. Sania Mirza and Rohan Bopanna. Now, 14 years ago, Sania Mirza won her first mixed doubles, first and only mixed doubles title in Australia by partnering Mahesh Bhupati. 14 years later, with Rohan Bopanna, can she script the perfect farewell in her career? If it happens, it is a tribute to the greatness that Sania and the legacy that she has established in the tennis world. It will be one of the best stories of 2023. Sania Mirza signing off on the ultimate of highs. But after Sania Mirza, what next? That is something that the Indian tennis scenario will have to look at, because if you scan the horizon, not many Indian players unfortunately are making an impact on the world stage at this point in time. So Sania Mirza is just a couple of days away from scripting history. But in the Australian Open, we have seen a certain bit of controversy erupt when we look at Novak Djokovic. His father apparently was seen with some Russian nationals and wearing pro-Putin t-shirts. Now, you have to remember, in the aftermath of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, wearing any kind of nationalistic symbols is banned. But Djokovic's father was seen mingling with pro-Putin supporters and also chanting Russian and Serbian nationalistic slogans. Now, whether that will land him in hot water remains to be seen. It's a very, very contrasting situation for Novak Djokovic, because when he won his encounter against Alex de Minaur, he sang a happy birthday song for his mother. But his father now has been embroiled in the Russian and Ukraine conflict. And remember, the Ukraine invasion is still a very, very touchy topic when it comes to Novak Djokovic. And also because of his earlier controversies with regard to the COVID vaccine situation. So how will Novak Djokovic react to this? Is there any legitimacy to the reports that his father was mingling with pro-Russian and pro-Putin people? It remains to be seen. Remember, he was sometimes seen spotted wearing a Z symbol. The Z symbol is a very, very hurtful symbol when it comes to the Russia-Ukraine conflict. So that remains to be seen whether Novak Djokovic's father can offer an explanation, or is there any legitimacy in the reports at all in this case. Now, from tennis, let us shift to the world of badminton, and we are seeing Saina Nehwal and Lakshya Sen register some very, very important wins, but HS Pranoy was knocked out. So that is one very, very important situation that we have to look at, because when you look at it, Sania Mirza and Lakshya Sen, as well as HS Pranoy, they have been very, very inconsistent in the last couple of tournaments. Lakshya Sen in particular kept the flag flying high, but Saina Nehwal unfortunately has not reached the heights after her injury. Now, HS Pranoy and Lakshya Sen have often faced each other in both the contests. So it is a very, very sad situation that one of the stars has always gotten knocked out in the earlier stages of the tournament. So that is it from badminton. Now we shift our attention to hockey, and today India will take on Asian Games champions Japan in the 9th to 12th place classification playoff in the FIH Hockey World Cup. Remember, India were knocked out in the race for the quarterfinals by a very, very resurgent Black Sticks on New Zealand. So that is why New Zealand faced Belgium and they put up a decent fight, but they lost in the quarterfinals there as well. So today, India will be playing for some pride as they take on Asian Games champions Japan. So if India wins this, and if they win their next game, then they can at least finish 9th in their home World Cup. But it still does not overcome the wounds that India have been scarred with, because they blew a 3-1 lead in their match against New Zealand. 3-3, and then in the penalty shootouts, they were found wanting and they lost 5-4 on sudden death. So India versus Japan today in the Hockey World Cup. And India will be aiming to sign off the remainder of the tournament on a high. Before I end the morning wrap, I will once again end it with cricket. And India versus South Africa seems to be the ultimate final when you have to look at the tri-series. And today, it was evident that when South Africa put on a great show against the West Indies, we are going to see an India versus South Africa women's tri-series final. But on the other hand, if you have to look at it in the under 19 Women's World Cup, India are in the semi final. And that is why now it will be very, very important to see whether India can overcome their knockout woes against one particular opponent. Yes, India will take on New Zealand and England will take on Australia in one of the under 19 semi final encounters. India versus New Zealand World Cup encounters, knockouts. It's a match made in hell for India, be it in any format, be it in any sport. So one hopes that India can overcome their knockout woes against New Zealand, be it in any sport, and they put on a great show. Because remember, India will face the winner of the England versus Australia under 19 women's semi-final. So it is a big, big step, 2 games away potentially from getting the ultimate glory. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this morning wrap. We'll be back with more updates from sports today. Press the like, comment, and share button. We are also there on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. And don't forget to download the Sports Thug mobile app, because you will get all the highlights of the T20I leagues, be it the SA20, be it the IL T20, be it CPL, BBL, you name it, they have it. And also in the Sports Thug mobile app, you have Australian Open highlights. You could see Sania Mirza scripting history on that particular day. So you'll get those highlights and the videos only on the Sports Thug mobile app. And also they have highlights of the Hockey World Cup as well. So thank you.